Clancy on ITT FM.
Hey, welcome to the Tuesday Clancy Extra video podcast. Now today on the show we were celebrating the anniversary of a cultural milestone. That was the Beatles' debut performance on the Ed Sullivan Show, and on the line to talk about it, to talk about its cultural significance and just the Beatles as a phenomenon, sociological phenomenon in general. We had a Beatles expert by the name of Brian Flynn, and Brian is also a songwriter himself who makes videos and records songs. Have a listen.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, Ed Sullivan was square. But I mean, Lorcan, everybody was square, if you think of it. I mean, there was a phrase, I don't know if you ever heard of it, a phrase in the 60s, never trust anyone over 30. That, in the 1960s, this was the kind of the in phrase to use, you know. And, I mean, when the Beatles came along, remember, the Beatles also sort of invented, as well as I said, they were a sociological phenomenon, they also invented teenagers.
He's good, Brian Flynn. His videos are quite funny. If you want to check them out, go onto his website. He's got a new website. He's launching it pretty soon. You can get it at simply brianflynn.ie.
Now, another segment we had on the show today was called The Gentleman's Club with Steve McCredden, where Steve he went over sort of the finer points of male lifestyle, good living, being a gentleman. He was giving some fashion tips for men, and he was talking about cigars. Like kind of a beginner's guide, because I think a lot of people, they don't really know a lot about it, but they might like to. Like, what's going on there?
You don't smoke cigars, do you?
I don't. I've tried it.
When we were in Hamburg, just a very quick story. Maybe this isn't for the internet, but look, I've started, so I'll finish.
You're going to embarrass me now.
We went into this very plush, posh, what would you call it? A cafe / bar cigar
shop. Cuban style.
Yeah.
High end.
And Larkin goes to the waiter, "Can I have your finest cigar, please?" And he came over, "Yeah, which one?" And he said, "Well, something for a beginner." So
your finest, cheapest cigar.
Your finest, cheapest cigar. And in fairness, he got one and he thoroughly enjoyed it.
I did. I kind of understand. It's about flavour. It's all about flavour. That's what Steve was explaining to me. Was it very flavoursome? It was not particularly. I had tried one before as well that Steve had given me, and I kind of got where he was coming from with it.
You tried the cigar smoking once. You didn't like it, but you tried it again just to make sure.
No, I'm saying I did like it the first time.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. The second time, I couldn't really get the flavour. Maybe my nose was stuffed or something. I don't know. An
acquired taste, maybe. Let's take a listen to Steve and see what he had to say about cigars.
Here's Steve. You've brought some of your cigars and your cigar paraphernalia with you. You're a big fan of cigars.
I am. The smell of cigars is what got me interested. I remember being when
you were walking down the street and
when once upon a time you could smoke in a public house in this country. Now the odd time you'd go in and you'd smell something just a little different, and you'd know it wouldn't be a cigarette. And I just thought, God, if those things smell that good, what do they taste like? And lo and behold, they tasted even better.
Is that what got you into them, the smell alone?
The smell alone, yeah.
So there you have it. I mean, the finer points, the finer things.
Well, on Friday he's going to be in again. No, he's going to be in on Friday talking about movies, and on Thursday he's doing the Gentleman's Club again. What's coming up then? I think he's got scotch.
He's going to be bringing in some fine scotches. We're going to be trying them. He's going to be explaining, like, what is scotch? What is there? But why do gentlemen drink scotch? Why do gentlemen prefer blondes?
And us ordinary Joes, we do not drink scotch.
Oh, we do not. I like pint of lager, please, mate. I've pint of the cheapest, please. It's my catchphrase.
So he's in again on Thursday. Don't miss that. And you'll also get him here on Clancy Extra, the podcast. Next big thing on the show was Dan.
Dan, let's get Dan. Just regular segment. Every day we have Dan on. He's been going around the college doing a little bit of hidden microphone shenanigans. Today he was talking to people, trying to make friends. He just went up to them, asked them how they were doing, and then asked if they wanted to be friends and if they wanted to go for a pint, which was it. See, when you reach a certain age, you don't really make any more friends. You kind of just stick with the generally speaking.
Yeah.
Like, I think you make, as the years go on, you would make less friends. You make more friends when you're young.
That's true.
And those friends last a lifetime.
Then you realise which friends, are true, real friends, and which ones are acquaintances.
As you're going through life.
Yeah, that's true.
And you tend to acquire less close friends.
Yeah.
The older you get. So it's an interesting concept. Have a listen.
You hurt yourself?
Yeah, my back's killing me.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Grand. What are you up to?
Chilling, on the cast.
Maybe you want to go for a drink sometime?
When?
What? Well, not now, but maybe sometime. Well, look like a nice guy, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Do you? Who am I?
Somebody with Clancy or something.
It's so embarrassing. And the funny thing is that after he recorded some of them, he never told the people he was doing it for the radio.
I know.
He just walked away. So they still think when they see him around the college that, oh, there's that weird guy who tried to befriend us for no reason.
Tried to come on to us.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
There's the Eurovision Song Contest on there. By the way, some people were saying, what's on all those monitors? An array of things, but namely the Eurovision on the big one.
Malta.
Didn't
win that year, but cracking tune.
Cracking tune.
Love that one.
It was a good show. The last thing we did was Cooney's Hot Tip.
Cooney's Hot Tip. Cooney's Hot Tip. You sound like you're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like you're wearing an Arsenal jersey there.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah.
I'm always curious about these things when people support an English Premiership club. I mean, did you just decide on one day and just went with it for the rest of your life?
Don't know, I think it was just the whole Wenger philosophy of football, you know?
What is that philosophy?
Always play beautiful football, you know? I'd equate them to, you know, when you see Arsenal play football, it's like Van Gogh painting a picture, you know?
Right.
Each pass is a beautiful stroke.
So that's it for today. Tomorrow on the show, we're going to be talking about... What are you laughing at? We're going to be talking about nerdcore rap. We're going to be interviewing MC Frontalot, who raps in the genre of nerdcore, which is rap, which kind of talks about geek culture. And we're also going to be talking to Negin Farsad, who's the director of a new documentary called Nerdcore Rising about the genre, and MC Frontalot on his 2006 tour.
So, listen to us tomorrow on ITT-FM. You can get it online on ittfm.com. Had to think about it there. Yeah. You can get it if you're living in Tala and surrounding areas on 99.5 FM. And don't forget to watch the podcast Clancy Extra here on YouTube soon after the show.
Bye.
Good day to you. Good day. Good day.
Get in touch with Clancy on ITT-FM.